Good morning, everybody. This is Michelle with Creative Operation and Country Craft Creations. I have something really fun to show you today. This is a walkthrough. I will be doing a tutorial on this real soon. So I just wanted to go through the project and share with you what I made. So this is one of the exclusive paper collections from Country Craft Creations, and it is available at countrycraftcreations.com. It's called A Mother's Love. And what I absolutely adore about this collection, I mean, other than everything, because the colors are amazing and it's just gorgeous and it's vintage and I love the vintage thing. What I really love about it is it has a sewing theme to it. And when I first laid eyes on it, I had this great idea to make a sewing box. And let me show you what my inspiration kind of was. So this was the inspiration for this project, because when I saw this paper, when I saw A Mother's Love and I saw all the sewing themes, I was like, I need to make a paper version of this Victorian sewing box that I have. So I made this a long time ago. I've had it for a long time, and I made it, and it was so pretty that I never used it. And so it doesn't have anything in it, but you can kind of get the gist of where my brain was going with this. So you can see that my sewing box is a little bit taller. So mine is about 5 inches tall. This one is not as tall. So you can't fit, like, you know, super large things in here. But when you open it up, see, this is what I liked about it when I first made it. Okay, so it's an explosion box. You guys know me and my explosion boxes. I love explosion boxes. But the gist behind having this is that, you know, you can take sewing supplies. Now, obviously, this is going to be too big, but then you know, tuck them underneath the bands, and then you can take this box to, you know, the living room, and you can sit while you're watching TV, and you have kind of your sewing supplies. So if you need to do some mending or some hand sewing of something, then you can have your thread, and you can have all this stuff in here. So this was the inspiration. I love it. I love it, and I should actually probably use it, but I haven't. It basically sits pretty and is a decoration in my craft room. So I decided I wanted to make a paper version of it using this gorgeous paper from Country Craft Creations. So I have designed an octagon, or not an octagon, this is a hexagon shaped box. And I will show you how to make patterns so that you can make this thing perfectly. And the patterns will also help you cut your mats and your pattern papers as well. And I'm going to show you that. So you will need a compass when we get to the tutorial. So that's one of the reasons why I'm doing the, excuse me, the walkthrough first, because I wanted to have you get prepared. If you want to make this, you will need a compass, and I'm going to show you the absolute easiest way to create a hexagon shape that is going to be perfect to make this project. So get a compass. You can get them at any office store. You can get them at, like, you know, regular grocery stores that have stationery sections. You just need one that's going to go to, I want to say 3.5 inches in width here to create the biggest hexagon that you're going to need. So any compass will work. So just go ahead and get one. It has to obviously have a pencil in there because we're going to be drawing some lines with it. I'm going to show you how to do this. It's super easy. Trust me, this is going to be fun. And so grab a compass. They're not very expensive. You can get them for way less than 10 bucks. So it doesn't have to be super fancy. So on the cover, I did use some pom-pom trim to kind of decorate the top, and this is available at Country Craft Creations. Ivory color is what I used because it matched the paper. I did use brown and craft artisan cardstock, and these flowers actually were some from my stash and some left over from a previous design team package that I had. And I just thought that the pink in the colors, there's very subtle pinks and blues in here, and I just really wanted to kind of make them pop. I also in my stash had these really teeny tiny spools. I have no idea where I got them, and I apologize. I wish I could remember. I've had them forever. They're in a can in the back of one of my cupboards, and when I was making the project, I remembered I had them. So I took those little teeny tiny spools and I wrapped some scraps of pattern paper around them to resemble thread, and then I had wooden buttons that I thought just actually made the project pop. When you open the lid, it explodes out. So I actually did this as a working box. So I went and I bought one of those like mini sewing kits that you can purchase, that kind of, a travel sewing kit that had a few things. And then I purchased a couple extras, but I wanted to demonstrate how this box would work. So it only has the 6 flaps that flop out, and then there's pockets here. But also with the pockets, I did thread some seam binding in. I used light pink. And then that way they can kind of help secure your items in the sides so that, you can have them so they don't flop around. But this is a working kit. So I have in this pocket here a little pack of sewing needles. Now you'll notice that I didn't need to use the ribbon to help secure that piece, but if you put ribbons on everything, then no matter what you put in here, you're going to be able to secure it really nicely. So here I have needles. I have a needle threader here, a pair of embroidery scissors. Here's a seam ripper. In here was this cute little pack of needle and thread that already has some thread, on the needles ready to go. And I just tucked that in here, and it says, "Sew not your average maker," which, yeah, I guess, yeah, that fits perfectly, right? And then I have a tape measure here. On the inside here, I put a box where you could put odd-sized items in here. So in the little mini sewing kit, they had some thread. They had your pins, a little pin cushion, a little pack of buttons, little snaps, safety pins, and then you have your little thimble. So this is kind of a really cute little mending kit gift that you could give to somebody. Now you could also make this and have it be, you could put, instead of making it a sewing kit, you can make it into an album. So you could put inserts in the pockets. So you could leave the little ties out if you wanted to, and put little inserts in here. You could fill this with candy as a gift. There's all kinds of different ways you can do it, but it's a hexagon. It's an explosion box, which is, of course, right up my alley. I do sew, so I thought this was really fun. On the sides, you can see that I decorated with some more flowers, more buttons, and I used some more spools that I had, and I just wrapped paper around them. And isn't that a cute little accent for a sewing kit? And with the sewing paper, I just thought it was absolutely stunning. So this is really heavy duty. There's no chipboard in this at all, but there's 3 thicknesses of artisan cardstock, and again I used brown and craft, and 2 thicknesses of pattern paper on these pockets, so it is really sturdy. The lid here again is pretty thick too, but no chipboard at all in this project. You don't need it. And then on the inside, I was able to center the octagon shape and get that beautiful picture in here too. So if you didn't want to do that and you wanted to like maybe put a small like accordion album here and then tie a ribbon to keep it closed, you could have an accordion album in there as well. There's all kinds of different things you could do with this. So this is totally an adaptable project. But I just love the fact that I was able to use the sewing paper, make a sewing kit. This can be adaptable to an album, and then when you close it up, it's functional. So this is a project that isn't necessarily an album, but it is totally a functional, beautiful piece. So if you have someone that you would like to give a gift to, they need a little mini sewing kit. If you wanted to make an album, I mean, this is the perfect project for this paper. I just absolutely had so much fun making this, and it is really very easy. So go, if you don't have one of these, get a compass of some sort. And you can also, there are, like little kits out there. So, you could get like a little mini, like school drafting kit with your, protractors and stuff. You can get a big kit. You can just get one of these, any office store, anything. Like in our area, we have like Fred Meyer, Kroger's, whatever you want to call it, in their stationery section. They do have these, and they're not very expensive, and we'll use this, and I will show you exactly how to use this to create the hexagon shapes that you're going to need. And then we'll make patterns, so that way, if you ever want to recreate it in the future, you can save those, and then you're just going to trace, and it's super easy. Trust me, this is going to be fun. So grab a Mother's Love, brown artisan cardstock, craft artisan cardstock, ivory pom-pom trim if you want to do that, some flowers, different embellishments, and then grab a mini, you know, like travel sewing kit, and then you can fill this up and it will be just absolutely gorgeous. So thanks for watching. I will be back with a tutorial on this soon. Stay crafty and visit Country Craft Creations at countrycraftcreations.com. And if you choose, like and subscribe to my channel, and then you'll be notified when the tutorial is ready. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.